Hello everyone. I just thought I'd do a little funny behind the scenes for this, since I don't know. This is cool, I guess. So I used a lot of weird things here to just make this weird thing. I am not sure if this animation actually turned out well, or if act like I'm not really sure. If you guys haven't watched it yet, by the way, it is in the link in the description. All right. Um. By the way, Catnap. The player. Uh, gloves or whatever, the grab pack and the battery. These are not my models. Okay. Um. I'm not sure who they're made by completely, or if it's just stolen from the game. But I've left a link down in the description of both the animation and this one right here. For these models if you want to use them. And actually, I'm gonna get onto that just like right now, since it's a little complicated because these guys aren't blend files. All right, they aren't blend files, and they don't actually fully work. You know, you have to import them, or wait, one of these. I'm pretty sure it's import, and whatever file they are, whether it be object or FBX or I don't know GLB, which doesn't really work, so that I didn't none of those would be in here. Um, you have to import them through there. They will not have their textures, so you'll have to go in here, grab their nodes, and change these. Now, Catnap didn't actually have this one right here. I forgot where I got it, so I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to download a lot of catnap models from the same website. But you will find it eventually if you just search there. But whatever. Besides that, um yeah, the textures will not actually be there for you. And this, how you're looking at this right now, isn't actually how the bones originally were. I had to go into edit mode and change them a bit to make them look straighter and make them work better than they should. I had to connect the bones, and so, IK would work. So, sorry for that, but it's not gonna work fully for you. Um, so I hope you're a professional because, um, I can't give these away. I mean, wait, can I? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna keep these here. If you guys want me to give them away, I suppose, at the very least, credit the creators who made these, because I did not make these models. I only made the bones, which in fact I didn't do these bones. I already did this, man. I just went to edit mode, changed it a bit. This though, all my bones for the player model. All right, so this one definitely will not be on the thing. This too, by the way, this is mine. I've made this myself since the grab pack didn't come with this. Um, and the hands I had to put on there. These are also my own textures since these didn't come with the textures for me. Like, it didn't work for me, you know? And I honestly thought it kind of just looked stupid. So, I kind of just wanted to add my own textures to this and the player. So, just so you're aware. And on here, by the way, these things don't glow originally, so you're gonna have to go into edit mode, go to here, and make your own material to make a glowing thing, and put it in the areas where it has to glow, like in the game. So, yeah. And it does not come with a bone. No, it does not. You're gonna have to make the bone yourself. Now, again, if you guys want me to release at least these two, with everything on them, then fine, I will, and I understand since they have the bones you'll need for animation. But personally, I don't think I'm gonna do it unless if enough of you ask, because while useful, yes, these are not my models, and I don't think I can just sell them out like that. I mean, I'm not gonna be asking for money for them, obviously, because they're not my models, but I'm not sure. You guys just inform me in the comments, alright? But anyways, now that that's done, let's get onto the behind of the scenes for this. So, um, my friend asked, like, these things, if you look at the animation, you can see it flickering. Like, let me go here. Okay. It's on here. Go 2 frames back. Dark. Alright. So, let me just clarify how to do this. For some of those people out there that just don't know how to do this. Um, easily, I just grab these, put them in their designated places. Pretty obvious. And pressing I only sets where it's going to be. Move this, go to the next frame. Oh, look at that. You know. But if I do this, press I, then that's just its area. Unless if I want to make another keyframe for it. Whatever. But it doesn't change this. So let me just clarify on how to do that real quickly. These frames that you see down here, it's just this, the light thing here. You can also do this with the color or any of this other stuff like size, bounces, blah 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 blah. You know, so you just click this. So it's just like, um, let me duplicate this and put this over here. Let me delete all of these keyframes. So I just do that, and then this is go all the way to 0, and then I can just grab that, copy and paste. Now let's say I want to change it. Let's turn down a little. Unselect, select once more. Done. And you will see that it changes over there. Same with the color. You know, you want the color to change. Easy. So now it goes to pink to green. Done. So it's a pretty simple process. Somebody just asked me on that, you know, and I thought I'd clarify for them. Also, this thing right here, this entire wall, these are like actual 3D models, and it's an entire thing. But it's super simple. You saw this isn't selected? Yeah, this is just an entire wall here. Um, you see, it's just one brick thing, like this. All I had to do was do Shift D, move it into a different location, and then I'm good. Since, well, of course, it has to get all of these together. So you will notice that when I change these, it'll change everything except for the brick wall since, well, yeah. See? It does this cool little thing. So, I don't know. I thought this was pretty interesting. I thought like of how I would do this and I thought I'd just sculpt it and duplicate it since it's the easiest, and then to make less lag for me, kind of just Made it not visible for me. And this player model, too, by the way, um, this thing, completely separate. The hands, the entire body itself, it's all a separate model. Oh no! Wait a minute. I just realized something. No, why? Why? No, I forgot to move this. I just now realized this in time of recording. Okay, well, whatever. That it doesn't matter. Um, okay, whatever. What was I talking about? Right. So this is made of a lot of different things, and the player itself, completely different things. And actually, it wasn't even different like this in the model, I believe. I think I had to separate these, and so I can make my own bones. And actually, now as I think about it, I think it did have bones, but it just wasn't good. So I kind of just remade everything. But since these, I had to separate all of these into their own components. I put them into their own thing and just did that. They are the only thing in here. So, same with Catnap, though he only has two things. So, but whatever. Um, oh yeah, somebody else had asked me, by the way, um, another friend of mine, uh, they'd asked, like, how this camera was able to shake at the times of doing this. If you've ever seen my, um, backrooms animation, you'll see that there's a lot of camera shake as well. And actually the same with the FNAF one, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had that on there. Um, so all you have to do is, uh, so there's a camera shakeify, which I forgot where I downloaded this, but I'm pretty sure if you just search it, it'll give you the website. You can download it. You can search on a tutorial on how to use it and put it onto here. But I used camera shakeify, so it's like there's investigation, which is what it's on normally. So it just doesn't shake that much. It might move a little, but it's whatever. And over here, there's a lot of options. I chose the let's see, where is it? What did I have it on? Oh, Handycam Run. So it shook a lot in its area. Now, don't ask me how to change it on the camera to like I want it to be this. Now I want it to be this. I don't know how to do that. I think these might mix together. So you just turn this off, turn this on or something. I don't know. But yeah. Also, you might notice that this isn't connected to here. I did two things with that. One, I was lazy. That's all. That I was just lazy. Um okay, fine. I guess that's not the only thing. I just don't know how to do that. And I'm lazy. So I'm not gonna try to learn how currently. But whatever. um yeah. Um, man, I really thought there'd be like more. Oh, right. Yeah, one last thing before doing this. If I go into here, so there are these things on here, which actually, if you go onto the animation, so let me just like look. If I just go onto the animation here, you can see that, like, a lot of this is happening. It's just falling, as if the ceiling is just, like, the impact was super hard. Um, for that, it's literally just a lot of random balls I placed everywhere. Or actually, they're cubes. I just have a subdivision modifier on it. But I put them in a lot of random places, then duplicated it a few times up here. Then I just had it fall down whenever it needed to fall. And this isn't linear or anything, it's just however the hell you say this. So, yeah, and with the motion blur, I turned it down. It was originally on 0.50, but uh well, no. I had to turn down a little bit so these guys were visible. They were invisible the first time I was trying this. So, um, yes. And by the way, originally there was actually a lot of things I cut from this. So I was originally gonna have some like red smoke because like it's a part of Catnap, you know? It's it's the literal signature of his character. So I was gonna have some like I was gonna have big cube, you know, with smaller cube, so it only takes up some of the ground. Then I was gonna do this cool trick I learned on YouTube, where you just turn it to emission and turn that to volume. Same with this. Sorry if it's nighttime for you, by the way, for anybody who's watching, because you are now getting blinded to death. Get blinded! I turned it red for for both. Wait, where do I see a white? Where do I see white? Where's that coming from? So confused. Okay, well, I kind of just turned it to like 0.5, and then this one like 0.2 or something. This is definitely way too much already, but this is basically what I did. And then I just, whenever you turn it on here, it kind of looks like gas. It's definitely too much for this scene, but I don't feel like figuring out where all these were again, okay? But originally there was gonna be gas everywhere, you know? His like, I'm gonna make you fall asleep, kind of thing. And now I'm lagging. But yeah, I was gonna have him just have I'm gonna make you fall asleep kind of thing. Gas everywhere. But I decided not to do that. Also originally this dude, um I was gonna have him jump off of the wall here. He was gonna run over here, collapse into the wall, then he was gonna run over here and jump at the player. But two things. One, I'm too lazy. That's gonna be a lot of of yeah, just lazy. But also second, I just felt like it would be deliberate copying of what this was inspired by because I wanted to test my skills, but I also wanted to just make something with these guys here. And there's an a little animation by somebody that I got inspired by with this, which also leave in the description as well, along with the animation video. I did that already. Please go check that out. It will mean a lot to me. But yeah, I got inspired by that, and I didn't want to do a deliberate copy. Also, I'm too lazy, so I didn't have him jump off the wall. And originally, this guy didn't even have a grab pack, actually. Um, because just like in the animation, you know. But I decided, you know what, let's give him a grab pack. I mean, it has to be somewhat like the game, right? And I don't want to deliberately copy this thing. I'm trying to test my skills here, not like not take somebody else's stuff and turn it 3D, you know. And then, originally he was gonna run straight over here. You know, he was gonna collapse right over here. You know, as this dude was gonna jump off the wall at him. But I decided to just keep him running. And I also decided later on that, you know what? I want him to pick up a battery because why not? Who wouldn't want him to pick up a battery? It's a battery! Batteries! I love eating battery acid. So, um, yeah, I decided to let him pick this thing up later on, you know, and have a nice fluent animation right there. Nice fluid animation. I just pointed at the screen as if you could see what I was pointing at, but this thing here, you know, I kind of like how that looked. Also, I had a lot of issues with Catnap because, he, I couldn't figure out how to really make his walking look natural here because, well, I don't, oh, oh, damn it. I, how do I not notice these things? Okay. But yeah, you know, I don't understand how this works, man. But whatever. Um, I just don't know how to animate cats or things like this, you know, and his body's weird and lanky, you know, and I can still animate them well with this thing here, but I'm not good at walk cycles. I'm not good with walking at all. You know, this is super hard for me. I don't know why, but it is hard for me, criminally hard for me. I'm afraid of walk cycles or walking things. So yeah, I'm so sorry for that. But yeah. Um, that's that, I guess. Curious how this looks in EV. Oh, bro, look at this. This still looks somewhat good in EV. Suppose there's just I don't think there's motion glare. Also, everything looks goofy. I don't know. Okay, well, um, yeah. And I also wanted to show off this little bit of detail that nobody noticed, most likely. Catnap's eyes are actually following the player as he moves along, and his ears are also, like, flung to the side. Then he, like, kind of trips here. Now, I was gonna have his jaw move, but it looked weird. So I'm sorry. Now his ears flake back, when this happens. And then they kind of go normal for a second. And then he also looks up at the player for a second before ducking, looking at him more menacingly and jumping. Not only that, but like, dude, this thing not even noticeable at all. You cannot see this in animation, apparently. It's it's just basically not there because it's covered by his fat head. So, but it was also moving, and it too kind of flung back. And then before it was able to do a full he kind of jumped, which then made it. Wait, did I make it go back? Yeah. Goes back. So, yeah, that little goofy motion here. Um, yeah. So, there's one last thing I want to do to end this off. I kind of just want to view it in this motion here. So, yeah, just to end this video, let's just do that, this, that, and unselect everything. Okay, let's just view this real quickly. Now, this looks very goofy. And, like, whenever it's not blurry. Whenever it's blurry, though, the good thing for me is that you can't actually see most of the mistakes. Like, the legs here, they did some weird shit over here that they definitely weren't supposed to do. But thankfully, I don't think that was very visible with all the blur. So it kind of just looked good, almost. And whenever he jumped over, it was kind of fast. So I don't think that made it very noticeable that it was like kind of weird and Spider-Man looking, thankfully. Now, the walking, I think that was still visible, but covered with all the blur, I think it still managed to push through in the animation, thankfully. And actually, right here, it looks terrible. But if you look from like the side point of view right here, in my opinion, it looks a little better. But the way you just see it in the 2D view of the camera, it just doesn't look so good. Also, his ears flutter back as well. whenever, whenever he starts to leap forward. Okay, well, I thought this would be fun. Um, I thought for some of you nerds out there that would like to see this, um, would have fun viewing this. Or for some of you people that just want to know what it looks like or how I did it, um, this was it, I guess. I really hope you enjoyed this. Wow, 30 minutes? Come on. Wow. Okay. Well, uh, yeah, that's all. Um, I'm gonna go play some Roblox now.